Hey, welcome back to 1 Minute with Chad. If you don't know, this is a new segment on the 307 podcast. It's just with me. It's short form where I share with you my own personal most valuable lessons learned in life, or maybe current thoughts or struggles that I might be working through. That's what this is all about. I know Chili gives me a load of crap because it's not always just a minute. It's like somewhere between 2 and 7 minutes, but I think it's funny. So I hope you're enjoying these segments. If you are, please share the show. I would appreciate it. And if you want to go one step further and support the 307 podcast, please join us on Patreon, man. We have got an awesome community over there where 3 Sundays a month we have a private live show called Resurrected where we bring a message to the table. And then afterwards, we have a discussion. So you guys have the opportunity to join in, ask questions, give your input. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful group of people. Not to mention, our Patreon members pay for the podcast. That's where we get the money to buy the equipment, to pay for the editing, to pay for all of the platforms that we have to pay for to host the podcast. It costs money. And Patreon, you guys carry the weight and keep the show alive. So please, if you're not on Patreon, at least check it out. And for you guys that are on Patreon, thank you for doing what you do, because we could not have this show without your support. There's a link to Patreon in the show notes of this episode. I really hope to see you guys there on the next Resurrected meeting. We're going to carry on with the 7 attributes of a warrior that I wrote down the other day. If you've been listening to 1 Minute with Chad, you know we've been working through these points. Today we are on number 4. These are the hardest dang episodes that I record, all right? Because we could spend an hour on every single one of these, but I'm trying to keep them to the point. So number 4, today, the 4th attribute or characteristic of a warrior is innovation. Innovation, all right? Every single warrior must have the ability to think for themselves and solve problems. And most especially to think for themselves and solve problems amidst chaos. This is so important, guys. And let me tell you, everything in this world is designed to beat the innovation out of you. And that's why a lot of you guys are failing to achieve the status or the situation that you want in your life or in your business, is because of lack of innovation, because everything around you is designed to simply enslave you and tell you what to do. To the point that most people, all they want to do is stand around and wait to be told what to do. Any level of innovation within their minds is just rotted and died. I've told you guys before, I believe the foundation of leadership, a foundational quality of any leader is this: innovation, the ability to think and make decisions, right? Make decisions. That's how you solve a problem. You make a decision and then you execute on that decision. People freaking struggle with this. Innovation. Now look, you ask me, well, how do I build innovation or how do I become more innovative in my own life? Well, here's what you do. You look around you, in your family, in your business, in your own personal endeavors. You identify problems. And you come up with a plan to fix them, and you implement that plan or that solution. Instead of looking around you in identifying problems and searching and or even just sitting around and waiting for someone to come and rescue you or tell you what to do. That's how you become more innovative. You have to start practicing that, right? If you have a freaking problem in your life, how many people have an issue and they just let it fester for years? Or maybe they take a freaking handout. Maybe they take a handout to fix their problem. The opposite of innovation is just being a slave. Just being a robot. That's what the opposite of it is, right? People ask me all the time, Chad, how did you make it through 12 years in the military? Because I have a problem with people telling me what to do. I actually don't. I have a problem with that type of authority. The only way I made it in the military is because I was in U.S. Special Forces. I was in the SEAL teams. And in the SEAL teams, they want to teach you to be a team member, to serve within a unit or a team, but they also require you to think and solve problems as an individual, as a part of that team. They require you to do that. They don't beat that part out of you. And that is what makes the SEAL teams so effective in combat. Is you have a team of people, and each one of those people are innovative, intelligent, smart people that aren't scared to come up with a plan when they're faced with a situation that wasn't part of the overall picture. And that person can take care of that problem. Instead of having to ask for someone else to help them, or instead of having to ask for someone else for advice or permission, they come up with a plan, they fix the freaking problem, and that moves the entire mission forward. All right? Now, there are boundaries to this. There are boundaries. We don't have time to discuss those boundaries in depth. But I'm just telling you, if you're walking around in life and you're waiting for someone to tell you what to do, and every time you see a problem, you don't sit down and take the time to come up with a solution, you're freaking dead wrong, man. And that's why you keep losing. Learn to be innovative. There is the most powerful tool on earth is a disciplined human mind. Right? There is no problem that you cannot solve. There is no problem in your life right now that you cannot solve. But the whole structure of our world is set up to govern you and tell you what you can and can't do. Innovation is critical in the life of every single warrior. Innovation amidst chaos is critical, and it takes courage and hard work to have innovation. Nuff said.